إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون ألم يروا كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون أنهم إليهم لا يرجعون وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون وآية لهم أنا حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون وإن نشأ نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أنطعم من لو يشاء الله أطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم جميع لدينا محضرون فاليوم لا تظلم نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون هم وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللناها لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون
صدق الله العظيم.
You are listening to the Breakfast Rush.
اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عيني وأصلح لي شأني كله. اللهم لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عيني وأصلح لي شأني كله. اللهم لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عيني وأصلح لي شأني كله. اللهم لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك.
This Surah Yasin was brought to you by Merchants Spice, Pietermaritzburg. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your day.
There's something cooking at Merchants Spice, and its name is Elite Basmati rice, available throughout the Middle East and now available in South Africa. Brought to you by Merchants Spice, Pietermaritzburg. Available in golden cellar and premium white, high in vitamins and low in calories. Perfect for the health conscious. contact Murchison Spice on 033 387 2121. That's 033 387 2121. Murchison Spice. Taste the East.
Your award-nominated Breakfast Rush with Nichal Sarawan.
I love every bit of it.
I am so proud to be part of your family, the program. I love my program.
You guys are in my heart, in my car, everywhere. TBR is most amazing.
You are the breakfast team that we wake up to every morning. I think if you guys are not there when I switch on the radio, my morning would not be made.
Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 a.m.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Discover elegance, comfort and modesty at Al-Ansar Shop. Browse our beautiful collection of abayas, scarves, hijabs, kurtas, jibbas and modest fashion for every occasion. From everyday wear to special events, we have styles to suit the entire family. Visit us today and experience quality, affordability and timeless modest fashion. Al-Ansar Shop. Modesty meets style.
In South Africa, countless numbers of sick patients leave their homes at the crack of dawn to join long queues at clinics and public hospitals, many of them suffering pangs of hunger in addition to the symptoms of disease. The Al-Imdad Foundation's Slice for Life teams deliver sandwiches to these patients at more than 40 hospitals and clinics across the country. Help us to keep on relieving hunger. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the only way to start your day.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
I love you, Allah.
Now I tell you, Buddhists can tell you that they sit, and some of them can sit for like 4 hours in meditation in one position and not move. And you look at them, man, this guy is really peaceful. He's really he's calmed down and he finds a lot of peace in it. And people do yoga and find peace in that too, right? And people sit in a sauna and find peace. Some people listen to classical music and they find peace. So if you want to talk about somebody finding peace, they say, I find peace in different things. Somebody likes to sit at the beach and just look at the ocean waves and they find peace. But that is just the calmness of emotions temporarily. What we're talking about when we say peace is actually, number one, diddul khawf. It's the opposite of fear. Your concerns, your grievances, your negative emotions aren't just taken away for a little while. You have a constant source of putting those things in perspective. For a lot of practices of peace, you know what people do? They like to forget their reality. This is very important to know. So a lot of people find peace when they get drunk. You know why? Because when they're drunk, they can't think, so they forget about their problems. A lot of people find peace when they take drugs, because when they take drugs, their mind is gone, so they don't have to worry about their problems. A lot of people find peace only by playing video games or watching movies, because when they're playing the video game and watching the movie, they're not thinking about their own life, so it's happy time. So as soon as it ends, they're like, oh, I don't want to face reality again, put the next movie on. And then put the next one on, and put this video game on. And they keep, cycling these things because their own reality they can't face. The difference with us is our faith, Iman. If you really have it, you don't have to run from reality. You can face reality and still be at peace. You see? All other options, all other avenues of finding peace, they want you to get away from life. And what do people do when they want to find peace? They take a vacation. They go away from everything they know. They say, I need a vacation. What do we do when we need to find peace? We go in a jama'ah, we go towards people and pray to Allah together. That's what we do, right? So we face reality, and this is the beauty of our faith. Some peace you will find, but nothing like Allah will give you inside of this deen.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the people's choice.
The MTN Radio Award nominated Breakfast Rush with Nichal Sarawan.
I'm looking back on my old life. I'm giving thanks to the Most High, 'cause I could have been anything, dead or in jail or addicted to heroin. 'Cause this world is a scary place where they teach us how to hate the people that we don't know, but they don't know that we all came from one soul. Okay, I'm not what they show, a terrorist, nor am I a criminal. You can blame a scapegoat, but I pray for peace and not war. I said I'm not what they show, a terrorist, nor am I a criminal. You can blame a scapegoat, but I pray for peace and not war. Rise up, I'm gonna make a difference. Take back what's mine. Give power to the people. Some dreams never die. Can I get a witness? You know that it's right. 'Cause we gotta rise up and teach the world to unite.
Yo. You see, this life's enough to get you down. Take a look around, step out, smile on your face, return home with a frown. This world's full of imperfections, hatred and corruption. Everybody's suffering from anxiety, now everybody's got depression. Let this life get the better of them, and it's all meant to be lessons. All your high expectations sets you up for disappointment. Quick to look outside the box and complain about those problems, but we still ain't took a minute to solve the problems that's within them. We hate on each other more than the people hate on us. We need rehabilitation, we need more than us to rise up. Sending a broadcast to our women, telling them they need to be careful, while your brother's in his house beating his wife up till she's tearful. Then we stand in the mosque close together, waiting for the prayer to start, looking like a united team, but our hearts are far apart. See, before we complain about the world, need to fix the problems within. We can't even see past the colour of each other's skin. It's mad I joined this religion for a change. I read about kindness, humility, and saw paradise within range. Tell me what happened to that. How can we let the focus be swelled? We need to get back on track, show this religion to the world and rise up.
Rise up, I'm gonna make a difference. Take back what's mine. Give power to the people. Some dreams never die. Can I get a witness? You know that it's right. 'Cause we gotta rise up and teach the world to unite. This is for the haters and the dictators and the debaters, 'cause the love's greater than the bomb. Keep calm, got the world in my palm. Fams from Somalia to Vietnam. 'Cause this blood that flows through my veins is the same, so I can't look the other way. So put down the guns, 'cause to save one life is to save everyone, everyone, every son, every mom. Feeling your pain, 'cause this ummah is one. They taking our lives, but they're wrong. 'Cause to the Lord of the worlds we belong. So we gotta wake up and sound the alarm. All my people get up before we are gone. 'Cause we ain't gotta fight if we just unite and tell the world to rise up. Rise up, I'm gonna make a difference. Take back what's mine. Give power to the people. Some dreams never die. Can I get a witness? You know that it's right. 'Cause we gotta rise up and teach the world to unite.
The time is now. History is written by those who take a stance. We can no longer be quiet. We will no longer be silent. Those who seek to oppress us will be faced with resistance. I will not be a victim. I will not be a statistic. The system is sick, and we are its cure. Doesn't matter your religion, your race, your gender. We will rise up together.
a difference. Take back what's mine. Give power to the people. Some dreams never die. Can I get a witness? You know that it's right. 'Cause we gotta rise up and teach the world to unite.
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. Saying assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome on into your breakfast rush this morning. Ilyas Mau's Rise Up. I think one of the most appropriate recordings we've got for the date. The date? 16 June 2026. The 50th anniversary, if you will. The reason why this date in South Africa is a public holiday. The 50th anniversary of the, what many would call the Soweto uprising. And there you are, still lying in bed. I'm in the studio, man. It was still night time. The birds were still sleeping when we were coming to work. And yeah, you are still lying under your gudri.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's your day.
Yeah.
You can wake up later.
Yeah, okay. I'll try.
Not you. Not you, everybody else. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu on what could be the last day of this Islamic year, the 29th of Zulhijjah, 1447.
So with everything going on in the world, with everything going on in South Africa, Thabile Duma has decided that this is the important thing that we're talking about today on your Breakfast Rush as South Africa commemorates Youth Day on June 16, today. A unique development project is taking shape in the hills overlooking Midmar Dam near Howick. The Mashingani village, a rural community or rather often overlooked in conversations about sport infrastructure. What is believed to be one of South Africa's first rural paddle tennis courts is nearing completion. Yay! Another paddle court for KZN. Hey, we'll chat about this important and crucial development around about 7:10 this morning. It's a public holiday and I think Altaf Raouf is taking the day off.
Privileged.
Privileged, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There we are. So, I don't know, if you've got plans to be out and about during this public holiday, June 16, we've got to take a look at weather reports. No traffic now because, well, most of you still in bed, isn't it?
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
Right, so for your weather update for now, mostly cloudy weather expected for Durban. 21 degree high anticipated around lunchtime for us. Pietermaritzburg from 12 up to a cloudy 19 degrees today. Richards Bay expecting showers as we get through the day in Richards Bay. A 22 degree lunchtime high for the Bays. Margate from 14 up to a cloudy 22. Ladysmith from 9 up to 21 degrees. Newcastle today from 5 up to a cloudy 21. Johannesburg from 3 up to a clear 18. Cape Town today clear 19 at lunchtime, and that, according to the weather apps, is what we're expecting as we get through today. Thank you very much to everybody who's joining us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live this morning, just checking out what's happening in the studio, listening to the program on your tablet or your phone or your car's dashboard, because certain cars can do that.
Crazy. We don't advocate that you do that, though. Just saying.
Watch the show while you're driving. Don't watch anything besides the road while you're driving. Or maybe your TV set. You got it up there, hidden inside the cupboard with the, you know those two doors that open at the top?
I haven't seen anything like
TV's
that.
hidden inside there. Well, Nazmeera Cassim does not explore too many people's bedrooms.
No. I generally see it in the lounge, on the wall.
Yeah.
I've actually seen it in kitchens as well.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me for asking what potentially is a rather no question, but why would you put a TV in the kitchen?
I don't know, but in places I've seen it, news is generally on the screen.
Ah, there we go, for the news bulletins. We're not checking out everybody's days of their lives. We're just being bold and beautiful about having that.
I don't know. It would make sense for me if you want to try perhaps a new recipe. I don't know, and follow step by step.
So you've got a very clever TV, one of those smart TVs that's connected to the internet, and then you link it to your WhatsApp, and then you go and put on the Urban Women Recipes group, because at 5 o'clock in the morning, somebody wants a recipe for boiled water.
No comment.
You can't.
Zero comment.
You can't. There's no way you can get past that one there.
It's like, how do I make masala chai?
You could have just said chocolate cake.
Did you know? It would have been easier that way. It's like, makes sense. Okay, cool. Anyway, Brian Abraham's up very early this morning.
And he says, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your day with peace, guidance and abundant barakah.
Ameen. Have a beautiful day, Brian Abrahams. I hope you're just taking it nice and easy this morning. Farooq Khan says salams to the team. Ismail Khan says,
may Allah Azawajal grant you good health, happiness, and most importantly, a heart that is filled with the love of Allah. Ameen. So nice to see people awake, engaging.
Yeah.
Don't feel so alone anymore.
And I don't know if this feature exists because I don't do the whole update thing very often. But can you put up a post for WhatsApp message,
right,
and then tell WhatsApp what time to send it?
No, I don't.
You can't do that, right? You cannot schedule.
No.
Okay, cool.
I don't think so. I've never done it, nor have I seen it.
Salams and du'as to the team and everybody listening in. Shaida and Shabir Ali, they're out in Phoenix. Hope the both of you are well this morning.
And Fatima Razak says, salams Nichal and the amazing team. Have a Mubarak day. Du'as for all my family and friends.
First is in Peter Marchberg. Get up, do your best, she says. Your creator will do the rest.
And MH says, hey, I'm under the duvet. Assalamu alaikum TBR team ish. So sad you guys had to work today. Sorry guys. I don't think we'd have it any other way though.
No, not at all. I tell you what, today, and just for today, because this looks like she rewrote Surah Baqarah. And I'm talking from a length point of view, right? Not a surah point of view. The length, the duration. You get to read the whole thing. Verbatim from the top, don't correct it.
That's difficult. Okay. You're talking to a teacher. We'll try. Assalamu alaikum Nish and Naz. My salams and du'as to you and your family and entire Al Ansar family. Welcome to a beautiful, blessed Tuesday morning. Breakfast rush, alhamdulillah, with beautiful opening ibadah show, with beautiful nasheeds and naat. Subhanallah. So I had a dream about Salma Qazi Wahab and Hafiz Muhammad Rashid Qazi and Maulana Mufti Farooq Sufi and my Pir Murshid Khalifa Ghulam Muhammad Sufi. They sing, come Sara Bibi, we're taking you for Hajj. And my Pir is in Makkah, Medina, Hazrat Muhammad Saeed Sufi. What a beautiful dream. Inshallah, all my du'as getting Kabul for the whole family of my beloved Al Ansar, the community. Wah, subhanallah. The best Al Ansar Islamic station I follow with my precious du'as through the bottom of my heart to my beloved family. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Shukr alhamdulillah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen. Jazakallah Nish and Naz to read my beautiful message. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you all abundantly 1,000,000 times.
Ameen.
Sara Bibi Mustafa Barag CBD area. Don't, my dear Nishes and Naz, just read to yourselves and say me Jazakallah Ameen. I do understand time wise, just for you all. So because it's June 16th, Nichal has given you a gift.
No. I read the last bit of your message, like, okay, cool, we'll read the rest of it too. She says, have a blessed day. This is interesting. I've never read this. My punctual du'as.
I haven't either, but interesting adjective.
Yes, very. I am very pleasant and adhab. Nice. Sarah Bibi Mustafa Parag, what a pleasure it is to always see your messages coming through every single morning, knowing that you're there with us, keeping us company too.
And Razia says, Assalamu alaikum, have a blessed day. You know this name.
Yeah, Rueda.
Says,
that's an Arabic and everything, Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, enjoy this beautiful day.
Shanaz Lukman, Assalamu alaikum. to Team Rhodes Quiet. Team Rhodes Quiet?
I think she's trying.
That make an interesting t-shirt. Team Rhodes Quiet.
Okay.
Yeah?
Like a name of a group?
This is the reason why punctuation is important. Assalamu alaikum to the team Rhodes Quiet.
She's coming with a sapat.
She is. Well, hopefully, in the other hand, she's going to bring a cup of coffee, ne?
Latifa says, Assalamu alaikum to the Breakfast Rush team. Alhamdulillah, have a blessed Tuesday.
Oh, Shanaz, I know. Shanaz sends a message back to say, I'm driving. I know. She's in the last couple of weeks, if you will, before retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And quite possibly heading off to the emergency room now, which is where she works.
Allah make it easy for you today in all that you have to deal with and see.
So Shanaz's got a few months, she says, before retirement, and I'm pretty certain she's going to be enjoying that retirement with her grandkids and what have you. 20 minutes to 7. Upper Latifa, Assalamu alaikum. I do see your messages as well. Really great to have you there. To you folks that are watching in on YouTube and on Facebook, send us your messages. Let us know that you're there as well. I do see you. I see the numbers, so I know you're there watching on YouTube and Facebook. Pop a message down the bottom in there in the comment section. Go for it. And whilst you're there, if you're not following us just yet, then there's a subscribe button. You can click on it. There's a follow button. Click on it. And then on YouTube, that little bell icon, click on the bell icon as well so you get a notification when the team's live. So subscribe, and of course, if you've got a minute, share the experience as well.
Brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
It's our 2nd anniversary, and Dawood Mega Boutique is celebrating 2 years of quality, value, and community. You're invited to join us for a wonderful, fun-ful family day in store. Bring the kids along for a day packed with exciting in-store competitions, awesome free giveaways, and delicious free tasters of your absolute favorites. We're rolling out never-to-be-repeated deals across the entire store. Plus, don't miss our urgent, unmissable, hourly specials on specific items. Once that hour is up, they're gone. Get unmatched value from our premium butcher, our fresh deli, crisp fruit and veg, and of course, our massive frozen food selections. It's your complete grocery destination all under one roof. Mark your calendars, bring the whole family down, and leave happy. Dawood Mega Boutique, 2 years of serving you with excellence, and we are just getting started.
At Absa Islamic Banking, we get that the first lessons about money are never just about money.
2, 3, 400.
And what do we do with it?
We save some and we give some.
That's my boy. They're about responsibility, generosity, principles, and banking that honors your values. Get an Islamic youth account for your children, plus discounted banking for your spouse with Ultimate Islamic Banking. Apply online. Your story matters. Absa. T's and C's apply. Absa is an authorized financial services and credit provider.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm Zainab.
And I'm Humaira, and we are both from London.
We only listen to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Kalandar mast
इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त 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 कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त अकी जमलंगा तू अली 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 अकी जमलंगा सचे पे मड़ लेंगे अजुनी ते कल सारे अली अली कहेंगे मस्त 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 दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त सारे सा नि सा पानी पा पानी करे करे सा सा नी नि दा दा पा 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 दा नि सा सा नि दा पा दा नि सा रब ने किन्ने शान बनाए बेकर माते कर्म कमाए बेकर माते कर्म कमाए जेड़ा भी तेरे दर ते आए ओ न कदी भी खाली जाए इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त शाना ऊंचिया तेरिया पीरा हो बड़ दूर हनेरिया पीरा हो बड़ दूर हनेरिया पीरा आसा है बतेरिया पीरा सुन अरजाज मेरिया पीरा इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली 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 सखलाल कलंदर हाँ सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त सारे सा सा पानी पा पानी करे करे सारे सा 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 रे रे गा गा रे रे सा रे सा गा रे मा मा गा गा रे सा सारे सा सा पानी पा पानी करे करे सारे सा नजर करम दी पावी साया बेड़िया बन्ने लावी साया बेड़िया बन्ने लावी साया भूलना किधरे जावी साया लगियां तोड़ निभावी साया इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त 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 कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त सारे सा सा पानी पा पानी करे करे सा सा नी नि दा दा पा पा दा नि सा सा नि दा पा दा नि सा पा दा नि सा पा दा नि सा पा दा नि सा.
Is that the Rao Brothers for you? Yes, it is. The Rao Brothers at 6:48 this morning. Rao Brothers saying, okay, if you're on the road, we'll make it loud in your car. Why not? And then you decided to turn the volume down, didn't you? Hey?
Should have done the opposite.
Oh, man, that was really cool. That was really cool. First one up, well, besides Rise Up with Ilyas Mahfam earlier, the Rao Brothers right there, just making sure the blood's flowing in the right direction.
Agreed. And if you have to be somewhere, but you don't want to, or you're lazy, you should be on your way now. Putting your hand up. Here's the intention. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Sometimes we say that there are things that we want to do
Yeah.
on our days off. And then it comes, and then we don't end up doing it.
It's called procrastination.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So if you had planned to, I don't know, perhaps travel down to the promenade, do it now.
Now?
Yes.
Take a torch
now.
with you. Take a torch with you.
Watch the sunrise.
We were supposed to do that.
Today?
Yes.
Okay.
We were supposed to do that this morning. We were supposed to be at the beach, the entire team, except for Wasim.
Okay.
Because he charged something that didn't agree with him the other day, and it's still not agreeing with him today. Anyway, we were supposed to be at the beach this morning doing a sunrise broadcast. Right? And then Colonel Raouf informed us that you had a good idea, but you left it for too late to execute. Yeah. Because apparently you need a few months in advance notice to let these guys know that you're going to be broadcasting on our beach. But anyway.
Tell me in advance the next time. I'll prepare the tin fish sandwiches.
I never, ever try to come in advance. It's 10 minutes to 7. Assalamu alaikum. I want to say Jazakallah to my husband, Abu Bakr, for the beautiful birthday surprise and supper. Ameen. From your wife, Wahida. Well done, Abu Bakr. Uncover. There you go.
Shukr. Gratitude. Do not let anyone worry. Do not let one worry make you forget 1,000 blessings.
So very true, MP.
From the department?
It's quite. Hey, listen, anything's possible.
Okay, Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum, Breakfast Rush team. I thought you guys would be off today, June 16th, Youth Day and all. Thanks for keeping us entertained and informed. I wonder if Colonel will be updating traffic since the roads are quiet. Nothing to report, hopefully. The Joe Burgers are down for the long weekend. So many GP cars around. Take care, salams and du'as. And happy Youth Day.
Hey, Mo.
Jazakallah khair.
Well, have yourself a blessed day as well, my brother. Whatever you plan on doing today, just take it nice and easy. So, Colonel Raouf, inshallah, we'll get an update from him just after 7 this morning. But, in South Africa, the fun and games that people anticipate continue.
Yeah.
So yesterday, whilst we were all contemplating what's going to be for supper, other people were having their fun and games.
Okay.
Approximately 3 shops were looted in the Konubia housing area of Verulam. Members of KZN VIP, together with SABS, SBA Security and other emergency stakeholders, responded to the scene following reports of unrest and looting. Upon arrival, it was established that a group of individuals had allegedly stormed into several stores and began looting goods. The exact number of suspects involved cannot be confirmed. Fortunately, no injuries had been reported, and law enforcement and security personnel had remained on scene, maintaining high visibility and presence and monitoring the situation to prevent any further incidents. The circumstances surrounding the incident are currently under investigation by the relevant authorities. Now, we watched video of that last night. I sat there looking at this video and saying, well, okay, we knew it's going to begin, and there you go, it began.
And it's frightening because from there to where?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
And, for me, I feel like it always boils down to the same thing.
Theft.
Accountability.
Who's accountable?
Exactly, nobody, which is why these things happen all the time.
There you go.
Like you say, what do you say? Slap on the wrist, naughty boy, go home?
Yeah. Go. Hamba. Or these days, abba. Right? Anyway, so it's 6:53 on this Tuesday morning. The AMM movement leader, Africa Maibuye movement leader Floyd Shivambu, and March and March leader Jacinta Ngobisi Zuma have agreed to collaborate on initiatives aimed at addressing undocumented and illegal immigration in South Africa. The two leaders confirmed in a joint statement that they held a bilateral meeting in Johannesburg yesterday. Some political analysts have argued that political parties are increasingly focusing on illegal immigration in an effort to gain support ahead of the next local government elections. It's like this, my man. Jump on the bandwagon, right? You get certain political people, politicians, that use religion and human struggling as their surfboard to fame, right? That's what they want to do. Then you get certain people that just wait for the next opportunity. So this is the opportunity now that's presented itself for them to jump on board and get their name in newspapers, further in newspapers and news reports and all of that. So voters, all I'm going to say is open your eyes. Pay attention. That opportunity for the vote comes up in November.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be local government elections, yes, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for you to exercise your right as a citizen of South Africa.
It doesn't make sense because the Almighty has created us all with brain cells. We all are individuals. We have the ability to think, but if somebody says the sky is pink, you say yes, and then the whole world is there. You're there. They put a status or a video on social media, and then you say yes. No, I don't know, no thought frame about what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because you said I must do it. Crazy.
It's a sheep mentality, basically. Now, you got leaders of certain movements that are saying we are not advocating for violence, we are not advocating for criminality, we are not advocating for all of that. This is what we're doing, and then they'll list it out for you in point form.
Correct.
Which is fantastic. You're doing that. You're making your statement. You're putting it out there. But are you not watching what is happening behind you?
Yeah.
Are you not watching? And I'm saying behind you because behind you are the people that support you. Are the people that are using what you're doing to camouflage what they're doing.
Agreed.
Turn around for a second and just look behind you. See what's happening. You see this looting that took place in that Kunubia village. Housing development. It's criminality. It's the opportunity that is being seized for criminality. And do we realistically believe that it's going to end there? No. We don't realistically believe that it's going to end
Unfortunately, history proves differently.
So we've been receiving information that CPFs are now tightening up. They're gathering their members to get the... Okay, so I thought Altaf Raouf is not going to be coming into it, and there he walks in. So we'll be doing something with him a bit later on this morning, most definitely.
No sleep for the wicked.
So yeah, CPFs are tightening up, their activities and all of that. And they're trying to recruit more members of the public that live in those areas into being active citizens.
You see the presence as you drive around at night.
Why are they doing that? Because they know there's more to come. And if the June-July unrest from a couple of years ago was anything to go by, can we realistically rely upon our police services? Can we do that?
No.
Because let's put it this way, right? I don't want you to say anything because let me put my foot in my mouth on my mouth. Let's look at it. If a station, collectively all the stations like here in Durban, have 4,000 police officers, the crowd sitting on a ground at the moment is 7,000.
Yep.
So if they all go to work, what's going to happen? They're outnumbered. Think about it. Anywho, it's 2 minutes to 7. We'll bring a news bulletin to you. Sure. Oh! Tell us about the uncle from America.
Oh, okay.
Tell us about everybody's nana from
Everybody's
America.
favorite uncle.
Yeah.
So President Donald Trump says ships are starting to move through the Strait of Hormuz as U.S. officials maintained that a digital memorandum of understanding of an initial deal to end the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran had already been signed. The statement yesterday came after both the U.S. and Iran announced plans to hold a signing ceremony in Switzerland on Friday. Fancy. While no official text of that agreement has been released, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and a senior U.S. official said on Monday that the terms were already set and that both sides had signed a digital version of the agreement.
And the oil prices reacted immediately. The oil price reckoned, hey, I can relax, now it went down.
So we have to go to Switzerland and hold a ceremony.
Yeah.
For peace.
Yes.
Interesting.
They can't come to South Africa. It's too far away. They can't. Hey, listen, the highly anticipated 2026 sardine run has commenced, with netting reported in Port Edward. Local communities and fishermen expressed optimism as sardine activity is confirmed along KwaZulu-Natal's coastline. The first confirmed catches were made at Port Edward, while additional activity was reported around Port Shepstone as the sardine shoals continue their migration toward northwards. More South Coast beaches are expected to experience netting opportunities.
There you go. It's a public holiday. You can make your mango pickle. Have it ready.
Mango pickle?
Yes.
Mango pickle.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Imagine being rewarded every time a child learns Quran because of something you helped build. Join the Underberg Madrasa and Masjid fundraiser brunch hosted by the Pietermaritzburg Muslim Women's Organization on Thursday, 18th June at 37 Willowton Road. Your 300 Rand ticket helps fund a borehole, solar panels and essential facilities for a growing madrasa and masjid. Book now with the Pietermaritzburg Muslim Women's Organization on 079 306 5654.
Every day's a good day. Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This is the Breakfast Rush. It's the intelligent choice.
The Breakfast Rush main news bulletin.
Making news at 7, it's understood that the IFP has floated the possibility of bringing the EFF into KwaZulu-Natal's Government of Provincial Unity following the NFP's withdrawal. Good morning, I'm Thabile Duma. The IFP has floated the possibility of bringing the EFF into KwaZulu-Natal's Government of Provincial Unity following the NFP's withdrawal. The proposal is believed to have been raised by the IFP, led by Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli during an urgent meeting convened by the IFP, ANC and the DA last Monday amid ongoing leadership turmoil within the NFP. The GPU is scrambling to preserve its fragile majority and retain control of the province. In the hung legislature, the MK party holds 37 seats, while the ANC, IFP and the DA collectively command 40. The EFF has 2 seats and the NFP has 1. The NFP's lone seat has been crucial to maintaining the GPU's majority. However, the party has become deeply divided, with rival factions locked in a battle over its future direction and whether it should remain part of the coalition. Staying with local news, a KwaZulu-Natal family has finally found a closure after Sihle Makha's remains arrived at the King Shaka International Airport on Sunday afternoon, more than 2 months after his death in Russia on the 28th of March. Makaya, aged 44 from Kranskop, was lured to Russia with the promise of a security job. On arrival, he was allegedly asked to sign a 1-year contract to fight in the Russia-Ukraine war, which he refused. His fiancée, Sibonile Ndwandwe, was notified of his death on the 28th of March and on the 8th of April asked the KZN Department of Human Settlements to help repatriate his remains. Human Settlements MEC Sibonile Duma assigned a team led by Head of Department Maxim Bili to support the family. Ndwandwe said the family did not know who recruited Sihle, describing him as a faithful father and a partner. In more news, as South Africa marks Youth Day, concerns remain about the challenges facing young people despite a significant gains in access to education since the 1976 Soweto uprising. The annual commemoration honors the students who protested against the apartheid government's education policies, with many losing their lives in the struggle for equal educational opportunities. 5 decades later, youth unemployment, inequality, and the impact of technological change continue to affect large numbers of young South Africans. While reforms in the past decades have expanded access to education and integrated the labor market, unemployment among younger South Africans has continued to rise. The Western Cape High Court heard that a bid by Cape Union Mart and its executive chairperson Philip Krawitz to stop pro-Palestinian activists from making allegations linking them to genocide in Gaza could have far-reaching consequences for protester rights and freedom of expression in South Africa. The argument was advanced by the Center for Applied Legal Studies, which was admitted as a friend of the court in the closely watched matter between Cape Union Mart, Krawitz, and activists involved in a boycott campaign targeting the retailer over the Israel-Gaza war. The matter got underway yesterday before judges Judith Kluert, Roy Brandze, and Constance Nziweni, and is expected to be heard over the next 3 days. The hearing follows arguments by Cape Union Mart that allegations that it funds genocide and is complicit in the killing of Palestinian children are false, defamatory, and harmful to both the Krawitz's dignity and the company's reputation. And finally, Hungarian members of parliament have passed a constitutional amendment limiting prime ministerial terms to 8 years. The reform effectively prevents former long-time leader Viktor Orban from a potential return to power. Parliament overwhelmingly voted in favor of the amendment yesterday, despite opposition from Orban's Fidesz party. 150 MPs voted for the amendment, while 50 were against and 6 abstained. The change was a major campaign promise of Prime Minister Peter Mega's party, which won a landslide victory in April's parliamentary elections, ending Orban's 16 years in power. Reform of the political system is one of the first major changes introduced by Magyar as he seeks to improve Budapest's relations with the European Union. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands and 22 cents, to the euro at 18 rands and 77 cents, to the pound at 21 rands and 72 cents. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 31 cents. Gold is trading at $4,326.97 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $82.96 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with headlines at 7:30 for Radio Al Ansar News. I'm Thabile Duma.
TBR, it says, thank you very much, Thabile Duma. Got to get your traffic on this public holiday.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
A traffic on the program, as you know, is brought to you lovingly by Pelican Pharmacy. So whether it's rush hour or a recovery time, you can trust Pelican Pharmacy, the proud sponsors of your traffic reports. Colonel Raouf, Assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing this morning?
How do you empty my mouth before I talk?
a big, rather large bite of a naan katai that just,
The whole
hits
thing.
it the whole that chomp advert from years ago. But anyway, Colonel, what's happening? How are you feeling?
Good, man. Look, it's looking good on the road today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a public holiday.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have some events taking place in Durban, so just stay away from these areas because it's going to be busy. The first one is going to be in the Steve Biko area, Steve Biko Road, UT campus. There's going to be a celebration, big celebration taking place there. Second one, Olive Convention Center. Now, obviously, it's Somshire Road and Bricky Road is going to be busy for this convention taking place. The third one is a march this morning from 9 o'clock from King Dinizulu Park. And this is at the corner of Beria Road and West Street. That's where the marches will form up. And they're marching down West Street all the way to City Hall. So there will be delays coming down West Street or Dr. Nichal Sarawan Street towards the City Hall. Just stay away from the area, please, because you don't want to get caught in the traffic. So that's what's happening in Durban this morning. It's going to be traveling on the N3. Okay, now that one I've spoken about already. There's a bit of roadworks on the M3 between Spaghetti Junction all the way up to the M13 Paradise Valley. So there's lane closures taking place. So just be aware of that, please. The N2 as well, there's construction taking place. So there will be slow-moving traffic in that vicinity. Just allow for its traffic time, please. That's the first update.
Did nobody tell those people that are walking up West Street that City Hall's closed? It's a public holiday. The mayor's going to be at home sleeping late having poached eggs.
No, they can walk. It's free to walk.
Yeah, but who are they going to give their paper to?
No, there'll be people there, believe you me.
Somebody will come in, get like double pay just to get a page.
No, they're working today. Like me, I'm working today. Like you're working today.
Yeah, but Anyway, a different topic of conversation, right? While I've got a politician on the screen with us, he's waiting to come up. How young do you have to be to get a driver's license in South Africa? Like at what age do you qualify to drive a vehicle legally?
18.
Nothing below that, like 17 and a half, maybe?
No.
11?
What?
11.
I was driving from the age of 11, but illegally.
Right. Because there was this 11-year-old on Sunday that had this Skyline and he was doing things with this car that was unbelievable.
Okay.
Yeah, he was drifting it and he was doing like donuts and cook sisters with it and everything.
At that event or somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I saw the video. The steering wheel's bigger than him. Your comment on that, Colonel Rove?
No, I don't want to mention that. I'll get into trouble if I comment on that.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
It's 12 minutes after 7 when we come back. Going to be in discussion with Al Jamaa President and Deputy Minister of Social Development, Hanif Hendricks. Topic of today's discussion on Youth Day is South Africa's first rural paddle tennis court that's being built in Howick. Huge development for that community. It is Youth Day, by the way. If you've just woken up and switched on your radio sets and joined us on YouTube and all of that, welcome to you on this public holiday, the 16th day of June, 2026. Back in a bit.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
Africa. Give the gift of clean water with Africa Muslims Agency. With every water well or borehole you donate, your drop becomes a river, reconnecting communities to nourishment, education, dignity and empowerment. Sponsor a water well for 17,000 Rand in Africa or a borehole for 65,000 Rand in Afghanistan or Africa. Quench the thirst. Reconnect the soul with Africa Muslims Agency.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
7:14 on your public holiday, and as South Africa commemorates Youth Day on the 16th of June, a unique development project is taking shape in the hills overlooking Midmar Dam near Howick. In Mashingeni village, a rural community often overlooked in conversations about sports, infrastructure, what is believed to be one of South Africa's first rural paddle tennis court is nearing completion. Now, the initiative spearheaded by the Al Jamaa Foundation under the leadership of Al Jamaa President and Deputy Minister of Social Development, Hanif Hendricks, aims to bring one of the country's fastest growing sports into a rural setting, whilst also creating opportunities for youth development and economic participation. Alongside the court, there's a farming project that has been established to help young people generate income and develop their entrepreneurial skills. Joining us now is Hanif Hendricks, President of Al Jamaa, as well as the Deputy Minister of Social Development, to tell us more about this ambitious initiative and what it could mean for rural communities across South Africa. Mr. Hendricks, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Breakfast Rush on Ansar.
Alaikum salam. Thank you very much, and happy Youth Day to you and your
Jazakallah khair. What inspired the decision to build a paddle tennis court in the Mashingeni village, a rural community far removed from the sport's traditional urban base?
Look, in that particular community, there are 200 Muslim families. And the traditional house for that area is led by Chief Zuma, and the prince and the princess. They have converted to Islam, so they invited Al Jamaa to their village to see how we can assist the village with economic development. And also to introduce sports to the community, and the Royal Traditional House then allocated a piece of land, 6,000 square meters, to Al Jamaa and the foundation on the slopes of the mountain that you referred to, and it has a fantastic view of the village and the Midmar Dam. So we wanted to do something different on that site. And a part of the site we felt was very suitable for a paddle tennis court. And when one of our members and some young people in the community brought it up, we decided to take up the challenge, and we were surprised that young people in the village knew that there was a sport such as paddle tennis court. And as you know, this place is near Hilton College. I think they may have a paddle tennis court. It is one of the most prestigious private schools in the country. And so we came up with the idea, maybe we can ask the learners at that school to come and coach the learners in this village, because they have to traverse the mountain from the village, walk across the mountain to the other side, and they pass the site every day. And we then talk to them about it, and they are very excited. And alhamdulillah, we're now at a very advanced stage. We are about to lay the paddle tennis turf. It's 200, it's 20 meters by 6 meters. So it is for a single court. And we felt that a single court will assist us with the coaching. And hopefully this will attract a lot of visitors when they come for the Mitma swim, once or twice a year. There's no other activities. And people come from all over the world for this Mitma Dam swim. And that can also attract some funds that can further be plowed back into the community. So Al Jamaa is very excited about this paddle tennis court. Elder people can also enjoy the sport, and but it is aimed at the young people of the village, so that people will start recognizing this particular village. They want to build a Muslim private school. They've showed me the land that's available for it. And are we going to obviously look at the economic opportunities that we can use the site for.
Sport is officially opened. How will local children and residents be introduced to the sport and trained to play it?
Yes, look, we have identified some paddle tennis players. And as I earlier mentioned, Hilton Private School is very close by. And we hope to encourage those learners to plow back into the community and come and coach these youngsters. And it's an easy game to learn. It's like squash. You hit the ball against the sides of the wall, and then you have a normal tennis net. They for that you normally use for lawn tennis. And Wimbledon is also, around the corner in London. And people will be talking about lawn tennis, but the paddle tennis will capture the imagination of anyone who's glued to the TVs. And so the community is abuzz, very anxious to see the first games being played. And inshallah, this week, once the blue paddle tennis lawn is laid and the net is put up, the youngsters walking past the paddle tennis court, it will interest them and capture their imagination. And some of the members of Al Jamaa are also playing paddle tennis, and they'll come from all over the country to come and help coach. And very soon we will have a permanent tennis coach. We are building a club room just next to the paddle tennis court with all the facilities. And with the clubhouse, we'll obviously also have a coffee shop and, milkshakes and fresh orange juice. So it will be a nice facility for young people. And so this is the legacy we want to leave behind for June the 16th. We know that learners, like the learners that walk past the paddle tennis court, they gave their lives for us to enjoy the freedoms that we have today. They haven't really, many feel that June the 16th, that we don't have a country where there is jobs, economic opportunities, the communities battling with poverty. And so we want on June the 16th to leave this legacy for the youth, to show them that Al Jamaa is doing something for them that they can also enjoy, besides the economic opportunities that we are going to make available for them.
Thank you very much for that, Deputy Minister. Final question for this morning. Beyond sport, you've also introduced a poultry farming initiative. How do the sport and economic development components complement each other?
Look, like you say, we are developing let's call it a smart kraal or a smart estate. And so the whole idea is that this will be a hub of economic activity. We already have 500 chickens laying hens, laying eggs every day. And this is being given to the community either to feed themselves or to sell it and generate income. So instead of giving a food parcel, we rather give a family with young people 30 chickens, and the chickens are ready to lay 30 eggs a day, and they can sell it for 100 Rand a day, and that will help put food on the table. So we're building a chicken coop next to the paddle court, a bit away from the paddle court. And so these same young people, will become interested in a modern day sport. They will also be encouraged to join our program with regard to rearing chickens. So we have a classroom on the farm nearby where the chickens are. And this classroom is well equipped. It will teach them, for example, how to vaccinate, vitamins for the chicken, how to put moringa into the diet. We have an isolation room for chickens that are not well, so that they can recover. So all the whatever you need to know about chicken farming, but we're focusing at the moment just on egg laying. And we then also get local charities involved, and they can buy from us, and they can't afford to pay, then we just donate the eggs to them. But the idea is to introduce chicken farming into the community. They have these village chickens running all over the place, and we've got some of the most modern egg-laying facilities that we've set up over the past, or the MAS set up for the past 6 months. So yes, it may sound a bit strange, but we look for an opportunity where people can make some money from day one. And so we're creating pathways for jobs and also for dividends, and also pathways for young people in the village to enjoy one of the most modern sports. Why must villages in the deep rural area of South Africa have to be the last to enjoy these benefits? And we may want to produce a paddle tennis champion from this part of Africa.
Inshallah, your vision sees reality, and we want to thank you for your time this morning, Deputy Minister, and wish you a blessed day ahead. Salaam wa alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It is your breakfast rush. That was Hanif Hendricks, the Deputy Minister of Social Development, here on your breakfast rush. It's 27 minutes now after 7 a.m. Got to tell you what's happening at our set of Vodacom stores.
The breakfast rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
It's our second anniversary and Dawood Mega Boutique is celebrating 2 years of quality, value and community. You're invited to join us for a wonderful, funful family day in store. Bring the kids along for a day packed with exciting in-store competitions, awesome free giveaways and delicious free tasters of your absolute favorites. We're rolling out never to be repeated deals across the entire store. Plus, don't miss our urgent, unmissable, hourly specials on specific items. Once that hour is up, they're gone. Get unmatched value from our premium butcher, our fresh deli, crisp fruit and veg, and of course, our massive frozen food selections. It's your complete grocery destination all under one roof. Mark your calendars, bring the whole family down and leave happy. Dawood Mega Boutique, 2 years of serving you with excellence, and we are just getting started.
For gold and silver investors, the right partner makes all the difference. At IBV Gold, we are a world leader in gold and silver Krugerrands, trusted for over 21 years. Looking to sell? We offer seamless transactions and immediate payment for your Krugerrands. Whether you're buying or selling, IBV Gold delivers unmatched value, security and discretion. Your decision is simple. IBV Gold is the place. IBV Gold, the most valuable decision you'll make. Visit us at www.ibvgold.co.za.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Your hits, your sound, your station, your TBR. Monday to Friday.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Mega City, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
It's the Youth Day clearance and it's 2 days only. If you missed yesterday, today is that last opportunity for you. Tuesday, the 16th of June, 2026. And stocks are limited. Strictly no traders because the prices are so good. We don't want you to miss out. Get it in store exclusively to Vodacom. That's the Pavilion store. It's the Superstore 2.0, open until 6 p.m. today. Westwood Mall, Mega City, the Bluff Towers, Bridge City, the Workshop, Brookside and Pietermaritzburg, the GSM Workshop on the ground floor. And if you're in Johannesburg, you need to keep warm today. It's the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton. While stocks last. Remember, exclusive only to these set of Vodacom stores. Best of prices on everything that you need. Handsets galore. Don't miss out on our gadgets. We dare you to compare. Unbeatable prices only at our set of Vodacom stores and only for today.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Mega City, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0. Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Mega City, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
TBR, it says 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM Pietermaritzburg. Abu Bakr Khan sends through a picture of his screen that he's watching YouTube TBR on. Or TBR on YouTube.
Under the Goodri?
I don't know. But here he is. Thank you very much, Abu Bakr, for sharing that with us.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour. 755 Malawian nationals who sought refuge at the Sherwood Community Hall in Durban have departed on buses provided by the Malawian government, with the first group leaving on Sunday and yesterday. Authorities in Cape Town say that they are on high alert ahead of a planned anti-illegal immigration march through Sea Point today, amid increasing tensions following recent attacks on foreign nationals and migrant-owned businesses around the country. And finally, the British government has announced that the UK will supply enriched uranium to Ukraine's state nuclear energy company under a £210 million deal aimed at supporting Kiev's power grid. That's it for now. For Radio Al Ansar News, I'm Thabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Thabile Duma. It's 7:33. If you're watching the clock this morning, your breakfast rush. Last look at traffic for today. And as you know, your shortcut to wellness and the quickest route home. This traffic update. It's brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Lieutenant Colonel Raouf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. We're traveling on the M2 northbound, just before the M25 commercial ramp. A vehicle broken down on the left-hand side, breakdown lane. So it's stationary. Be careful there, please. Accident to contend with. If you're traveling on the M4, it's a northern freeway. First highway. And as you get to Walter Gilbert Road, now this is where we're going towards the Moses Mabida Stadium. And it looks like a place has gone into this intermediate. So there is going to be delays in that vicinity. The freeway is going north towards the lagoon. Just be careful and approach with caution, please. Now, being a public holiday today, with a few celebrations that are taking place for Youth Day. One of them will be the march taking place from King Dean Zulu Park, which is the old Botha's Garden. A lot of people know it as Botha's Garden. From there to City Hall. Starts at about 9 o'clock this morning. So stay away from the CBD, especially West Street, Dr. Nichal Sarawan Street. So that's where the march will be going through. The N3 will start getting busy later on this morning. So if you are going to be traveling, make sure you take the necessary breaks. Every 2 hours, just stretch up and start driving again. And please drive with caution. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Raouf. Much appreciated. You take it easy, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning, inshallah.
Wa alaikum salam.
So, on the road to better health, start with Pelican Pharmacy, the sponsor of this traffic report. And on this Youth Day, we celebrate the energy, the resilience, and the potential of South Africa's young people as we honor the legacy of those who fought for a brighter future. Let's continue to empower the next generation through education, opportunity, and good health. It's brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy, proud to support the well-being of our youth and our communities. Happy Youth Day, building a healthier, stronger future together.
Got dragged on, excellent length, a little bit of movement.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Govender.
He is the man with Buddy Govender. Buddy Govender, welcome to the Breakfast Rush.
Assalamu alaikum. From this Tuesday morning, public holiday, 16th of June. Hope you guys all doing good. But when it comes to World Cup, it's straight into it, Nish, because it's starting to get really, really exciting. The fifth day of the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Monday, yesterday, June the 15th, was defined by a historic wave of draws and major upsets. Meanwhile, today, though, it marks the highly anticipated tournament debuts of heavyweights France and defending champions Argentina. But let's get into yesterday, because yesterday saw 4 matches end in dramatic draws, heavily, though, favoring the tournament underdogs. Group H, Spain, Cabo Verde, as they call him, or Cape Verde as we know it. What a great result there. Cabo Verde pulled off one of the greatest World Cup upsets by holding the current European champions scoreless. And man, didn't they play well? Yes, they defended, but you know what? That's the way the game is. And Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. The other game in Group H saw Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay, or Saudi Arabia's Abdullah Al-Amri scored both goals. Yep, he scored for Saudi Arabia and later conceded an own goal, thereby splitting the point. So that ended Saudi Arabia 1, Uruguay 1. Belgium and Egypt, well, Romelu Lukaku came on and within 22 seconds forced an equalizer to gain a point for Belgium. Great performance, though, by Egypt. I watched that game, and Egypt certainly didn't look like they were spare at all. They were really in the game, controlling the game as well. Belgium won, Egypt won. And then finally in Group H, Iran took on New Zealand. Well, it was a thrilling back and forth battle where Iran twice fought back from behind to cancel out New Zealand's double strike. Iran 2, New Zealand 2. So all the games yesterday finished in draws. Spain, Cape Verde 0-0, Belgium, Egypt 1-1, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay 1-1, Iran and New Zealand 2-2. But as I said, great draws, but it heavily favors the underdog. The big guys like Spain, that was not a good result for them. Today, though, we see Group I and J coming into the competition. So France will take on Senegal. If you know your football, well, it's a massive opening clash that echoes Senegal's famous upset over France in the 2002 World Cup opener. If you remember that. Opening game, France and Senegal. Senegal 1, France 0. Iraq and Norway will then follow up. Iraq returns to the global stage after a 40-year absence, and they're going to contain Erling Haaland of Norway. That's going to be really interesting. For me, the pick of the bunch, Algeria, Argentina, defending world champions Argentina, spearheaded by Lionel Messi, or they will officially launch their title defense. And then finally, the last game tomorrow is going to be, or today is going to be Austria and Jordan. Tournament debutant Jordan will face a disciplined Austrian side looking to secure an early advantage in Group J. So Nish, it's really looking interesting. All these smaller teams, as you put it, are not small anymore. They're right up there. Right up there. Tell you. I'm still looking forward to the public holiday in whatever way.
It seems we've just lost Buddy Governor. Oh, and I needed to speak to him about something else completely. Let's try and refresh. And see if we can get Buddy Governor back. I'm not sure if he. Oh man, it's a huge day today for the guys at the dojo, and I wanted to touch on that because in South Africa, many of the leading senseis on the show, and it seems he's gone. Please, can we find? Let me try it now because I want to talk to him. It's important. Let's get him off that one there.
I'm now intrigued to find out what's happening today.
And exactly. It's a huge day for Goju Rio karate here in South Africa, and I say huge day because what's going to be happening is basically a culmination of years and years and years on the floor.
Alhamdulillah, sounds exciting.
You know, and Zach's trying to phone him now, inshallah. Well, let me try from my side. We'll try and get him. Your phone is ringing, buddy. Answer your phone.
So is the students
it says no answer.
With their sensei?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Buddy Governor. Salaam alaikum. No, he's not there. Technology, when it does this to us, we like, oh man, come on, Uncle Technology, help us work for a minute. Oh man. So it's you know, I was saying this yesterday to somebody. We've been blessed at this radio station, in this studio. We've been blessed not just for now, but for the better part of 2 decades to have forward thinking being put into what we're installing here in the Radio Al Ansar studio.
Alhamdulillah.
And for many years, I've been working alongside other radio stations, just like assisting, you know, them set up, giving lectures to their presenters, getting, you know, stations ready, this, that, and the other. But you know, home is home, and here at Radio Al Ansar, we really are blessed. Buddy, salamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Nichal. Technology,
buddy. But listen, what I wanted to speak to you about is something that's massive, that's huge, that's going to be going on today with the Goju Rio dojo. I don't want to say Durban and KZN, but South Africa, really. You know, when I saw your post on Facebook, it reminded me of waking up very early on a Saturday morning for years. For years and years and years, and supporting the little ones that are on the floor, and quite literally from Babakis, we watch them grow. They hit their double digits. We watch them grow. They get into their teenage years. We're watching them get into high school. We're watching them finish high school, some of these guys. And it's just years and years of absolute dedication that for many, they will pour out, quite literally pour out what they've learned over all of these years today.
Yep, indeed. And Nichal, it's also created lifelong relationships between these people, regardless of where they are in the world. And then if you look at it, that is what karate is supposed to be. But today, our grading, our youngsters, I was going to say kids, our youngsters are going to be coming out onto the floor. And these guys train consistently and really give 100% effort. And I'm sure we've prepared them, and it's up to them today. And I'm sure we're going to be presented with some great performances.
We're certainly looking forward to hearing about it. Many of these youngsters, besides you, us as parents that are at the dojo every week, we've seen them as well, and we've observed their growth, their effort, their stumbles every now and then. People stumble, we're human. And then lifting themselves up. We see the other kids on the floor lifting their colleagues up and saying, come on, let's try it again. Let's do this. Let's put the foot this way. Let's punch in that direction. It's amazing. A lot of people, buddy, think that you send your kid to go, to these lessons, your kid's going to come out a fighter. It's not true.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. What they do come out is resilient. They can stand up for themselves and stand up for others. You may not see it on their appearance, but when you put them to the task, Exactly.
So, buddy, just on behalf of all of the parents that sit on the sidelines, so to speak, we're the bench warmers, all the best for today. I know you're going to have an excellent day.
Thank you, Nichal.
Assalamu alaikum, buddy.
It should mean so much to us. Walaikum salam. You guys have a good one.
Always a pleasure. So, Nazmeera Cassim, if you ever want to see resilience at work,
I would love to.
And it's not far from home as well. The dojo has been closed for more than a week because of what's going on at the Sherwood Hall. But inshallah, when that situation solves itself, we'll get to open up again.
Ameen.
Talking about what's going on at the Sherwood Hall, we know that this is all part and parcel of a bigger conversation. Illegal immigrants. So, today, perhaps the hottest topic of discussion at the moment is this issue of illegal immigrants and the associated issues that come with them. Brother Altaf Raouf is in studio with us, and we'll be discussing exactly that after this.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
The next level of leadership requires more than ambition. It requires the ability to think strategically, make confident decisions, and lead in a constantly changing world. The Regent Business School MBA is designed for professionals, managers, and aspiring executives who are ready to strengthen their leadership capability and business perspective. With flexible learning, practical application, and future-focused insight, Regent prepares you for future challenges. Regent Business School, teaching different things differently. Visit regents.ac.za.
At Checkers, our Steakhouse Classic range is crafted for those who take pride in every braai. Each cut is hand-trimmed by our expert butchers, perfectly matured and vacuum-packed for tenderness that melts in your mouth. From man-sized T-bone steak, beef tomahawk, and classic steak cuts, our butchery brings you over 21 Steakhouse Classic steak cuts to choose from, perfectly prepared. Checkers Cowie Park and Westwood Mall. Butchery, bakery and deli, certified by the NIHT.
At Radio Al Ansar, we value your feedback. If you have a broadcasting-related complaint, please send it in writing to the head of the Complaints Committee. Be sure to include your full name, contact details, a clear explanation of the complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or visit our administrative office at 207 West Road, Overport, Durban. Your voice matters to us.
TBR, where you want to be when you grow up.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
It's 7:48 this morning, and perhaps the hottest topic of discussion at the moment is the issue of illegal immigrants and the associated issues that come with them. Our attorney is Altaf Raouf, the director of a Durban-based law firm with a specialization in labor law. He has his LLB degree obtained from UKZN, also specializing in criminal law and civil law, somewhat of a general legal eagle. Joining us every Tuesday morning on Radio Al Ansar. Altaf, Assalamu alaikum once again and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam, Assalamu alaikum to our listeners.
Now, some of these issues that we're about to speak about affect our listeners. Today's discussion touches on those issues and perhaps gives our listeners some guidance. So, Altaf, the starting point. Are you allowed to employ foreign nationals?
Now, I see this very often, unfortunately, in the legal field. The answer is sometimes it depends.
Right.
So, yes, you are allowed to employ a foreign national if they have a work permit or asylum papers that allow employment. Right. Now, if they only have a passport, right, they may be legally in the country, but that doesn't mean that they're allowed to work. Right. So, if they have a work permit, that permit will be inside the passport. Alternatively, if they have asylum papers, your asylum paper is an A4 document that will tell you that they're allowed to work. If they have one of those two, then theoretically they are allowed to work. Right? I'm using the word theoretically because there is a proviso.
What's the proviso?
Theoretically, you should only be employing a foreigner where there's no local available to do that job.
Whoa.
So, you know, as much as these activists who are going around are quite aggressive in the nature of what they're doing.
Right.
There's no doubt about that. They are quite aggressive. They actually are right in what they think. I mean, your base level jobs, for example, I mean, there's no shortage of locals to fill those positions, right? In fact, there's a skills shortage list that's put out by the Department of Home Affairs.
Yes.
Theoretically, you should only be obtaining a work visa if you have skills on that list.
So let's assume that a listener has a foreign national employed and they've realized that the person does not have proper paperwork. Can they obtain proper paperwork?
So, yes, that can be done. I know it's a bit of a long process and it's an expensive process. There are certain, let's call them organizations that do facilitate this. I think the most well-known one would probably be VFS. But this would now be contingent on this person actually being in the country legally. Right? Remember, if you are illegally in the country, how do you now go and say, I want to apply for a visa? Right?
Okay.
Let's say we wanted to go see the World Cup.
Right.
Right. We would need to apply for a visa,
yes,
which would allow us to enter the country.
Yeah.
We can't go jump the border fence into the country and now say, okay, we're here now. We want to watch the World Cup, but now is the time that we want to apply for a visa.
Yeah, too late.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Right. The people may need, I think it's actually very likely that they would actually need to leave the country, go back to the country of origin, do the necessary paperwork, and enter the country legally. So it's not a quick process.
So, Altaf, very briefly, what if a person is unable to obtain paperwork and the listener is no longer wants to employ them? What needs to happen there?
So this is one of the actual... it's funny in a way. You may be an illegal foreign national in the country, but you're still entitled to the full employment law benefits and protections.
Right.
And there's labor court case law to this extent, involving some of our major companies. So you're entitled to that protection. The employer can't simply say to you, listen, you don't have paperwork.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
What they have to do, or the way I would do it, is, listen, please bring in your paperwork. We need to verify it. Right? Okay, sorry, I don't have paperwork. Right. We're giving you 2 weeks to obtain the necessary documentation and give it to us. The 2 weeks have passed. Right. We now call you into a hearing and we dismiss you on the basis that you cannot provide proper documentation.
Now, if an activist comes to your home or your business and wants to verify the status of your employees, do you have to allow them?
Okay, so these activists are not government, they're not part of government.
Right.
I think we've discussed this before. The authority to do these checks and verifications rests with Department of Home Affairs, the Border Management Authority, Law Enforcement, Department of Labor.
Okay.
Not some random person who's running around and saying, I'm against illegal immigration.
What if it's a political party representative? No?
No.
Political party representative? No.
On what authority?
Okay.
Yeah.
The authority to verify these things rests with DHA, BMA, law enforcement, and DOL. So if you're not an employee of one of those, you don't have the authority. In fact, even the president himself can't come and say, "Show me your papers. I want to verify." On what basis? Yes, you're the president of the country.
Yes.
But what law enforcement authority do you have? You don't have law enforcement authority.
So what do I do if this happens to me?
I don't need to show it to you. You can't arrest me. If you arrest me, it's an illegal arrest.
Right.
So, I would say there's no need to entertain that discussion. Contact your local police. Listen, this person doesn't have the authority. I need them removed from the premises.
There you go. Final question for this morning. If a foreign national wants to go home, what do they need to do?
Okay, so this is actually sort of what's going on in Sherwood at the moment. Right?
Okay.
They can't just leave the country. Right? They need to leave the country in a legal manner.
Okay.
Right? So part of what's happening there is Home Affairs is documenting them, issuing certain paperwork to them, and they are then being placed onto the buses and leaving. If you're not part of that crowd and you need this assistance, you should probably get hold of your embassy, whichever country you're from. Tell them, listen, I want to come back home, and they will probably assist you in doing the necessary.
So there's paperwork that's issued to them.
Correct.
And off topic, and if you don't want to answer the question, you don't have to. Information, including biometrics, has been taken.
Correct.
Can this be used at border management to say, you were here illegally previously, we're not going to give you a legal entry?
Yeah, so...
At a later stage?
Yeah. So it's very likely that everybody who's undocumented, who's being... Home Affairs is...
Processing.
They're declared undesirable for a certain period of time.
Right.
It usually happens when you overstay. Right? But also, under these circumstances, BMA and DHA can declare you undesirable for a certain period, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. And within that period, you're not allowed to enter South Africa again. Obviously, paperwork is issued to you saying, listen, you declare undesirable. This is the time period that you're not allowed to
come back,
allowed to enter the country again. And after that period, you can enter. Alternatively, you could do an appeal, but obviously you need grounds for an appeal.
I've got a kid that's here. the lady that I've got a kid with is South African. She's not leaving with me.
Yeah.
It's in the best interest of the child to have both parents with the child.
Yeah.
So I know South African law puts best interest of the child quite high up on their
Extremely
priority
high.
ladder.
It's extremely high.
Would that be a good reason to appeal on?
Potentially, yes.
Potentially, yes. Altaf, if somebody wants to ask you further questions, how can they do that?
You can drop me an email. Email address is altaaf@raooflaw. That's your address. Give it to you again, altaaf@raooflaw. That's your address. Might take a couple of days depending how busy I am, but I usually do respond to everybody.
There we go. Thank you very much, Altaf. Always informative. Do appreciate you.
Pleasure always. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
With that, Nazmeera Cassim, Salah times for the public holiday.
On the 29th of Zulhijjah, 1447, Zohar, 2 minutes past 12, Asr, 28 minutes past 3, Maghrib, 7 minutes past 5, and Isha at 6:30 tonight, inshaAllah. Look out for that moon sighting. We might see you in the new year.
There you go. That's it for TBR for this morning.
Be the best version of you.
Do good. Be good. Enjoy your public holiday. Till the next time.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG